We're excited to be talking with Josh Gruber, who is the Deputy Town Manager of Hilton Head Island, and always good to have you all in and sharing all the important information with us. So welcome.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. Really enjoy it.
Big topic we're going to start off with today. It's been in the news, been in the headlines. A lot of people are asking questions. The situation with the Beaufort County and the town as far as law enforcement. Let's talk about that and break that down for us.
Yeah, there's a lot of history here, but let me kind of give folks a synopsis about what's brought us to where we're at today. The town was incorporated in 1983. At that point, there was already an existing year-round population here of about 20,000 people. We had, certainly a tourism influx during the summers that would bring a lot more people here. So there was already a significant law enforcement presence on the island before it was ever incorporated into a municipality. And following its incorporation, the town decided that it would be best to continue utilizing those law enforcement services provided by the Beaufort County Sheriff's Office as compared to trying to increase taxes, raise rates, and try to create its own police force. And so we've had that in place ever since the town's creation, and we have provided financial contributions to the county over the years for different personnel and deputies and other staff within the sheriff's office. But the sheriff has made very clear that as the constitutionally elected official for the county, he has to be able to take those people and move them to wherever he believes is necessary within the county to respond to whatever situations may be occurring at that point in time. And so because of that, we think it's more appropriate for those services to be paid out of the contributions that Hilton Head Island residents make via their property taxes on an annual basis to the county, because that function, those people serving in various locations around the county are more typical of a countywide function rather than a Hilton Head Island specific function. Right. And so that's why we've sought to kind of roll back the amount of money that we pay to the county as a separate law enforcement fee. And when we started having those conversations, ultimately we weren't successful in reaching a resolution or something that we could agree upon with the county. And so they proceeded forward to adopt an ordinance that would place a separate fee on Hilton Head Island property owners' tax bills. And that's something that we're just absolutely objected to. And we're going to take action to try and prevent that from occurring. So we will be filing for an injunction and a lawsuit here within the next couple of days to prevent that from going on this year's tax bill. We remain open to the idea of trying to resolve this with the county. I think that would be in everybody's best interest if we could do that, but there needs to be a recognition that the Hilton Head Island residents make a substantial contribution to the county in the form of property taxes. Every year, it's almost 50% of their entire property tax collections come just from the island. And so there needs to be a recognition of that fact in terms of at least some level of services that are provided here on the island. So
what can a resident do then to help with this, opposing and fighting back, that kind of working with the town? What do you suggest?
The first thing is to get informed about this situation, get the facts. There's certainly a lot of misinformation out there, but learn about it and then reach out and contact your elected officials, contact your county council representatives, contact the folks there at the county and let them know that you don't think it's appropriate to have to pay an additional fee on top of the taxes that are already paid on an annual basis. And in addition to that, so many of the property owners on the island pay separate fees for private law enforcement within their communities already. That is in no way taken into account by the county and what they're proposing to do. So again, let them know that so that you wouldn't actually be charged a third time for law enforcement fees.
Absolutely. So communication, education are two keys in walking through this challenge that we're faced with here. Does this also affect second property owners?
It does. It affects property owners of any type with second property owners because they pay a higher percent of assessed value at 6% rather than 4%. The amount that they already pay in property taxes is even greater than the 4%. So having a fee added on top of that, even though it may be uniform, I believe they're going to differentiate it between residential and commercial, with residential being one fee and commercial being a separate fee. You're still now paying even more proportionally because you're already paying more in your property taxes as a 6% property owner.
And if someone's watching and say, I don't even know who to contact, who's my leader, how can they find that out?
So you can go on the county's website. They have a listing of all of their elected officials, the districts that they represent, maps that include that. We have several representatives that are here from the island, but I think people should be encouraged to reach out to the chairman of county council, some of the other council members who have been involved in these discussions, so that they hear the voice of island residents and know that people are very concerned.